Today we're going to install the roll and lock QwikRak on this 2019 new body style GMC Sierra. Now this is the same install as Chevy Silverado. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is remove the canister cover. On each side we've got a Phillips head screw that comes out. Once that screws all the way out, do that on both sides. You can slide the canister cover forward and it lifts right off of the canister. Set that to the side. Next, with a 3/16 Allen wrench, we're going to remove the center clamp and then the front clamp. Next, with a 1/4" Allen wrench, we're going to go ahead and remove the bolt that holds the rail to the rear bracket. And now we can go ahead and go to the very front of the rail. We've got a Phillips head bolt that's going through a cargo nut on the other side. Go ahead and remove that. That's what holds the rail to the canister. Now we can go ahead and lift up the rail and pull it out of the way. Your new rail is going to look almost exactly like the old rail you just pulled off, except you're going to have the rack attachment up top. You'll also have one extra clamp down below. Let's go ahead and slide that back into the canister the same way the old rail came out. Now the front hole in the new rail will line right up to the hole that's in the canister. Go ahead and put your Phillips head bolt back through along with the cargo nut and fasten that in place. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and get our 1/4" Allen wrench again and install the small bolt with lock washer in place. Just hold this in place. We're not tightening it down just yet. If you do need to adjust this bracket, you can use a 7/16" wrench to adjust the bracket. All right, now that we've got this installed finger tight, we can go ahead for each one of the clamps, go ahead and reinstall that bracket. Now you're going to have one extra assembly in your kit for the extra clamp. Put those on finger tight as well. All right, now that we've got everything lined up, hand tight, we're going to go ahead and readjust this bracket to where this rail is level. Then we can tighten down the bracket with a 7/16, then use our 1/4" Allen wrench to tighten up the very rear bracket location. Then we go all the way to the front, tighten this one, then tighten this one, then tighten this one with a 3/16. Now we're going to go ahead and repeat the exact same process on the opposite side, unless you have the Multi-Pro tailgate with the in-bed handle. I'll show you how to take care of that. All right, now if you have the in-bed handle that comes along with the Multi-Pro tailgate, then you're going to have a bracket like this rather than the one that it comes with on the rail. So what we're going to have to do is remove the bracket that is currently on the rail and then move this bolt over to this hole. So we're going to use a Phillips head screwdriver to take that out. Now you remove the Phillips head screw and also the lock washer that's on it. Retain those two pieces. In your kit, you'll also have an extra bracket with a threaded hole and an oval hole below it. That oval hole is kind of kicked in. That needs to go inwards towards the inside of the bed of the truck. We're going to line that up to this oval hole on the rail because we need it to be adjustable. Then go ahead and put that screw back into that. Don't tighten it down all the way because we need to be able to adjust it. Next, what we're going to do is remove the punched part of the rail so that we have a cutout for that handle bracket. We're just going to use a pair of snips. Get that loose. And take a pair of pliers and wiggle that out. All right, now we're going to go ahead and remove this factory nut with a 13mm. Then we go ahead and remove the rail the same way we removed the last rail. When this rail goes in place, this hole is going to line up first, and we're going to tighten that down once it's lined up. Then we'll tighten down this Phillips head bolt once that's all lined up. Once that original rail is gone, we're going to insert the new rail the same way the original rail came out. Then we'll line up the bolt to the 13 millimeter, put that nut back on. Then once that's all lined up, we'll tighten down the nut with a 13 millimeter, then tighten down the screw, then continue with the rail the same way the opposite rail went on. All right, so now the rails are installed. I went ahead and reinstalled the canister cover the exact same way that it came off. Now let's go ahead and move to the load bars. Okay, now before you can install your load bar, we need to set the position of the load bar glide. Now this does slide back and forth along the rail. Just for the installation, I'm going to pick just kind of a random point on the rail. I'm going to pick directly above this hole to line my glide up to. On the opposite rail, I'm going to line up the glide to the exact same position because they need to be parallel to each other. So once that's in place, I'm going to go ahead and take one of my set screws from my kit. It's a hex head set screw. All right, I'm going to go ahead and tighten that down with a 1/4 inch Allen wrench. Just get it nice and snug. Do the same thing on the opposite side. Then use the exact same rule for the next glide. Set it in the right place. Make sure the opposite glide is set in the exact same position on the opposite rail. Then tighten them with the included hardware. All right, now both of these load bars are going to install the exact same way. I'm going to take one load bar and flip it upside down so you see what it looks like. You're going to have a couple of bolts that slide back and forth in the track. What we're going to do is line those bolts up to the hole that's in the top of the load bar glide. Then once those are lined up, we're going to turn this back over, drop that bolt down through that hole, and on the opposite side, meet it with one of our nylock nuts and get it hand tight on both sides. Once that's hand tight, we're going to center that load bar side to side in the truck. All right, now that I've got it lined up in place, I'm going to go ahead and tighten that nut down with an open end 1/2 inch wrench. Once both sides are tightened down, repeat the exact same process on the next load bar. Well, that concludes the installation. If you have any questions, call the experts or visit us online.